This is the reaction for Loki pitch meeting. I am Jevi, and this is Matthew.
Hello everyone.
But first, gonna sip some coffee.
So
spoilers.
you have a Loki TV show for me? Yes, sir, I do. So we're gonna pick up right from that scene in Avengers Endgame, right? Where Loki grabs the Tesseract during the Battle of New York. Okay. And so he's gonna get picked up by something called the Time Variance Authority, because he messed with something called the Sacred Timeline. So they have to prune this new timeline branch he made. Well, what about all that time travel the Avengers did? Yeah, we'll see, the TVA says that was supposed to happen, but Loki grabbing the Tesseract, that wasn't. Okay, but some of the time travel they did was because Loki grabbed the Tesseract. Yeah, well, don't worry about that. Oh, okay, I won't. So they bring Loki to the TVA headquarters, and a robot starts to take his clothes off with some claws. What? But then that doesn't work, so the robot just kind of zaps his clothes off. What are you talking about? Well, sir, if Loki's gonna be the star of a Marvel show, we're gonna have to see him shirtless.
We're gonna have to see him naked.
Right, of course, that makes sense. And so then this lady
that was a sight to see, wasn't
it? To kill him, because he's a bad variant. All right. But then this guy Mobius pops in and stops her, and by the way, I was thinking we could get Owen Wilson to play this guy. Oh, people love Owen Wilson. Yeah, they do. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And this guy's also really into jet skis. I now have a deep desire to see Owen Wilson on a jet ski that I didn't have just a few seconds ago.
Jet ski.
That's the main hook of the show now. Picturing Owen Wilson on a jet ski is tight. So Mobius is going to show Loki a video of how his life plays out after the Battle of New York. Getting his mom killed, getting close to Thor, getting killed by Thanos. Okay. And so watching this video is going to completely change Loki into a sympathetic character that can lead his own TV show. He just killed Phil Coulson. Yeah, but he watched the video, so he's pretty much a good guy now. Oh, okay, you're speed running this character development.
We are good guys.
Just kind of get it out of the way with a nice little video, which somehow has the same cinematography as movies did. Well, okay then. So anyway, the reason that Mobius wants Loki's help is because he's chasing this other variant that keeps killing TVA agents, and it's another variant of Loki. Oh. Yeah, and so then Loki figures out that this other version of him is hiding in apocalypses, because you could do anything there and it won't affect stuff because those timelines are ending anyway. I guess that makes sense. It does. See, Loki and Mobius head to Pompeii, and Loki starts interacting with people right before Mount Vesuvius erupts. Okay, but wouldn't that lead to some of those people dying in different positions than they would have, which would then affect the days of the people that discovered the bodies and create some kind of butterfly effect?
Oh yeah.
No.
You're taking this too deep.
They go to the supermarket in the future, and Loki discovers that the other Loki is a woman, and she goes by Sylvie. Oh, interesting. Yeah, and so this is her show now. What? Yeah, this is really Sylvie's story. She was pruned at a young age and managed to escape. And
didn't think about that.
Building up this attack against the TVA for all these years, and Loki's just kind of along for the ride. Oh, okay, gotcha. And so Sylvie sends a bunch of these things called reset charges into the TVA to distract them, right? And she wants to kill these beings called the Timekeepers, who apparently run the show. Very exciting. But then they get attacked, so Loki uses this thing called a tempad to teleport them onto a planet called Lamentus that's about to be destroyed. Smart. No, not smart, because Sylvie's like, that plan at the TVA, that was years in the making. Years. And you just ruined it. So why doesn't she just use the tempad to go back and finish the job? Well, no, now it's out of power. The plan was years in the making, but she didn't charge the tempad. That's what we're going with. So then they're gonna talk and talk for like 30 minutes straight, because that's kind of the deal with these episodes. Oh, it is. Oh yeah, a whole lot of talking. So then they find this big escape ship they have to get onto, and Loki's gonna be like, oh my god, they're gonna leave all these people to die. I mean, what does he care? He just killed a bunch of people in New York.
What does he care?
He watched a video. He cares about this stuff now.
He watched a video.
Sorry, I forgot. So the city starts getting destroyed, and Loki's gonna stop a building from falling with his mind. Oh wow, I didn't realize he could do that. That's because his power level changes from scene to scene, depending on what I want to happen. Oh no. Anyway, then the escape ship explodes, so they're one way out.
All of it.
It's gonna be hard to get out of there now. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an
inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, the power of their newfound love creates a new timeline branch, so the TVA comes and picks them up.
Very
I thought
convenient.
the whole thing about apocalypses is that anything can happen and it wouldn't change anything. Why does them falling in love
change anything? They would have,
they
would have died.
Oh my god, can you imagine
Doesn't matter.
falling in love with yourself? I can. Ugh. Sorry, I'm not interested. Oh, no, I mean, I can imagine it, obviously, since I wrote it. Also, we're not the same person. I have glasses. Right, of course. Anyway, so Sylvie's also going to reveal that the TVA agents are actually just variants that used to be real people. Oh. And then eventually they find out that the timekeepers aren't even real, and Mobius and Loki are both just going to get pruned. Oh my god, Loki dies? Well, no, because see, we're going to learn that pruning someone just sends them to the void at the end of time, where a big smoke monster called Eliath is then gonna kill them. Okay, why doesn't the TVA just straight up kill people then? Why the extra steps? Well, because the fans are gonna expect a scene where we watch Loki die only to find out he's not really dead. That's a good point. So Loki ends up in this void place where there are different kinds of Loki variants. Like there's an old Loki, there's an alligator Loki. Okay, does that mean in one timeline Odin adopted an alligator, or that they were all alligators?
Technically.
In that timeline? Doesn't matter. What does matter is that we have an alligator Loki now. Fair enough. So what's the alligator gonna do?
Just
eat someone's hand. That makes a lot of sense. So meanwhile, Ravonna explains to Sylvie the whole thing about how pruning sends you to a void, and she also says there's a ship that can bring you there. Okay. But see, Sylvie is smart, and she realizes that she's just stalling for time so agents can get there, and there is no ship. So what does she do? Well, she prunes herself so she can go to the void too. If she decided that Ravonna was lying about the ship, why did she think she was telling the truth about the void and the pruning? I don't know, but luckily she was telling the truth about that one part, so it works out great. Well, fantastic. So then Sylvie's about to be killed by this smoke monster, and Mobius shows up in a pizza car and saves her. How do you know where she was? Unclear, but then they go join Loki.
It should have been a jet ski. I'm just saying.
Bunch of Lokis. Very fun. And Sylvie's gonna realize that she can use her enchantment powers on this beast. She's been using them on people all season, kind of like a mind control thing. Literally nobody in the history of time who's ever been pruned has had powers like that. That's what we're going with. Well, okay then. And Mobius is gonna go back to the TVA using a temp pad, and Ravonna's gonna overpower him and escape through a doorway thing. Where's she going? Into season 2, presumably. Oh, okay.
It's a season 2.
This guy called He Who Remains. He's kind of Kang the Conqueror, only we don't know he's kind of Kang the Conqueror yet. Only he is Kang the Conqueror. We're obviously going to announce the casting. Oh boy, so what's he going to do? Oh, well, he's going to talk. Oh, yeah, he's going to talk for like 45 minutes. He's going to explain everything. It's going to be like that architect scene from The Matrix. Wow. Talk, talk. And sometimes
Loki wasn't as boring though.
Be like, why? Or what does that mean? And that'll set up the next rounds of talking. A very talky finale. And so essentially this guy is like, you can kill me, which will create like a multiverse and a huge war, or you can take over and protect the sacred timeline. So what happens? Well, Sylvie does kill him, and then the multiverse branches out into like crazy
That's how Spider-Man 3 is coming.
Oh boy,
and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Deal. This multiverse is going to shape the whole phase of the MCU. This is going to be such an insane twist. Nobody's going to see this coming. Yeah, as long as we don't spoil that this is going to happen in some way. Oh yeah. We might do that now that you mention it. What? How?
Because they technically spoil it.
Hey, Ryan here. That's me. Thanks for watching the video. And if you liked it, feel free to click the like button and the subscribe button and all the buttons of that nature. You can also leave a comment down below letting me know what other movies you want to see pitches for. There are also like hundreds of other episodes on the channel that you can check out if you want. As always, check back soon for a new one. Bye.
Bye.
Go and subscribe to Screen Rant, to George Ryan, and you'll be all set for life.
Yeah.
Nice. I sipped the coffee again.
Yeah, okay.
This was more of a gulp than a sip. Anyway.
What I noticed watching this pitch meeting, it kind of brought to light all its flaws. Yeah.
It did. And certain things that I didn't even see myself when I was watching it, because I was so invested in the show
like it was a good.
They literally flew over my head.
It's good enough that you turn off your brain and don't think about all the bad stuff. But there are some flaws though. It was
entertaining, yeah. There were some flaws.
Yeah, but now I'm noticing them now.
Yeah, it's still very entertaining though.
Yeah, there are some stuff that's weird though. Like why would like the love scene? Like why would it change anything? They would have still died if they stayed there. So why would it change anything?
I mean, I would definitely watch it again if I had to watch it again.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but there are some plot holes, I think. But
of course, but which movie doesn't have plot holes? I mean, nearly every movie ever.
And I'm pissed that we didn't get an Owen Wilson. He's called Owen Wilson,
jet skis!
On the jet ski!
I'm pissed too.
I think my audio clipped. Maybe we'll get it in the first episode of season 2, maybe, at least.
We will.
Or maybe in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Maybe it's earlier than we think.
What? What?
Imagine if it opens that way.
That's the opening scene. That's the opening scene. Just him on a fucking jet ski.
I remember just Doctor Strange holding to him, sitting on the back.
Yeah, or at the end of Multiverse of Madness, everyone gets jet skis. You get a jet ski, and you get a jet ski, and you get a jet ski.
Maybe
we'll get jet skis.
We'll get multiple Owen Wilsons. I don't know how to say the plural, but sitting on jet skis, like an army of jet ski Owen Wilsons.
Oh, dude, that's the finale. That's the finale of the movie. That's the third act. There's the third act. Spider-Man will be saved, and everyone will be saved by Owen Wilson on jet skis.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Anyway,
it's something worth watching.
We liked it, I think. I think we both liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
I loved it.
It was good. Great.
Yeah.
And I can't say great basically because it's actually going to kickstart a new multiverse.
The MCU. WandaVision actually kickstarted it, but this one really kicked things off to a whole new level.
This is like the new Iron Man, basically.
What is your favorite of the three of WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Loki? Which one is your favorite by far, thus far? Which one was hit you most?
WandaVision and the others?
Yes.
I think Loki. I don't know if it's just because it's fresh in my mind. I don't know if that's the case. But
no, actually, I do agree because Loki. The way how it portrayed its character and how they used, how they moved, how they advanced towards this new phase of the MCU, how they actually brought new characters into the mix and they were very open and not they weren't very limited to what they wanted to show. So it is something that I definitely remember.
So if I had to organize them, like I would put Loki number 1, WandaVision number 2, and Falcon and Winter Soldier number 3.
Me too, to be honest. That's the same.
The same order.
That's the same order as you chose, exactly.
Yeah.
And I personally loved WandaVision. You know, I loved WandaVision. I was disappointed in the finale, of course, but it wasn't a bad disappointment because the show overall was good.
It wasn't a big disappointment.
Exactly, and Loki brought that. I wasn't disappointed in Loki. Actually, I wasn't. I was expecting to be disappointed at the finale because that's what they did with the shows. But no, this one doesn't disappoint at all. It actually made me. I was so excited and happy to see Kang the Conqueror, the introduction of him, and the possibilities that now the MCU faces, the characters of the MCU, what they face, the multiverse, everything. It's just so exciting and definitely one of my favorite Marvel TV shows thus far that I've seen.
What this also means, this means that we could get characters that have died in the main MCU timeline. They could come back.
Yeah.
And obviously it's not the same exact character, but it's a new variant of that character.
I actually have heard that Heimdall, Idris Elba, the actor,
coming back?
Elba. Yes, he might actually come back.
So we might get Tony Stark back. Who knows?
Actually, yeah. Maybe there is a scene in Multiverse of Madness where he actually shows up. Remember that in the Multiverse of Madness there might be actors who were going to be the original
Iron
Man, or other characters in the MCU who turned down those roles,
like
or
Tom Cruise,
weren't chosen for those roles, and they would be the ones who would be showing up in the Multiverse of Madness as those characters that we know today.
But I think this is all speculation right now. It isn't like.
But that was just speculation from then on. But who knows? That would be something exciting to see. That would definitely be something worth seeing. You know, make sure to recommend trailers that are at least a week old so that we can react to them. We cannot react to older trailers because those would not be viewable. And also you can recommend any other video that are not trailers, of course, and anything you want, really. We just here
the reason is because YouTube algorithm doesn't like when we put up like old reactions to old stuff, so that's the whole reason.
Exactly. And trailers are something that is a trend, and you have to go with the trends sometimes, especially with trailers. Trailers, you have to go with trends, so you have to
it's popular when
the
it
most
launches.
recent ones. Exactly. As soon as it launches, you gotta react to it. So, yeah. Please do recommend the most latest ones.
But for those that have already recommended stuff in the past, thank you anyway.
Exactly. We are looking forward for more recommendations from you guys, you know? So make sure to like one of these videos, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below on your thoughts, and be seeing you in the next video.
Bye guys.
Adios!